being alone is an indication that you are on the right path. Because if you were doing what everyone else is doing, you would end up like everyone else. Which I'm guessing if you clicked on this video, you probably don't want to end up like everyone else. And that's kind of what this video is going to be about, which is the lonely chapter from someone who's currently in the lonely chapter as a 19-year-old. And you can see Hormozi right behind me. Um, Hopefully one day I can meet up with Hormozi. And if you guys don't know who he is, go check him out. He's great. I talk about him a lot, probably too much, but honestly, he's been like a role model to me. So that's I don't know. I have a cardboard cutout. My mom and sister got me this at my grad party. Like it was a surprise. They just had him there. And it was really funny because I'd been watching him since I was like 16. So anyways, my name is Austin Wallach. I dropped out of college to start and grow my business. It's honestly turned out to be a lot harder than I expected. Like I'll get into it in a little bit, but it's been a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And I've started and like run businesses before, kind of, never like massive or anything like that. But I've gotten like a decent amount of like beginner experience, kind of, and I've been binging Hormozi content for 3 years, so I have a fair share of knowledge. Just I just need to keep working is the truth. But that's not what this video is about. Um, I honestly don't know why I just decided to like press record and make this video. I felt pretty compelled to do this for some reason. I was actually sick today. I was in bed. I like have a cold or the flu or whatever. I was lying in bed like sleeping. I couldn't do anything. I have sore throat and which is why it's so strange to me that I felt like making this video. But anyways, I didn't really script that much. I just have been thinking about this kind of video for a while. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just send it and record it. So this is the lonely chapter uh, from a 19-year-old by a 19-year-old. I don't know what I'm gonna title the video. I thought I was gonna like come up. I was gonna say the title right there to make it seem cool, but uh, I don't know. I'll think of a title. I'll probably ask Claude to generate like 50 different titles and then I'll pick one. Um, anyways, if you have been watching um, self-improvement, personal development, business kind of content for any amount of time, maybe like a few months, maybe a few years, you have probably seen videos about the lonely chapter. And I think it really went viral when Chris Williamson, I think there's a podcast on Chris Williamson's channel that is called like The Lonely Chapter with Alex Hormozi, or maybe it's just motivational videos. I don't know. But they talk about the lonely chapter a lot in one of the podcasts, and it kind of went viral. And so I kind of just wanted to give it my take because on the internet, I have really only seen the opinions on the lonely chapter, or people talk about the lonely chapter once they're already out of it. So they're on the other side of some big achievement that gives them credibility. They're already have like their fame, uh, or like their money. They've already achieved something big, and they're talking about what they had to go through to get there. But it is a lot rarer, or I don't even know if I've seen before people talking about the lonely chapter when they're actually in it. So that's the video that I wanted to make, and kind of just talking about like my opinion and how how I feel, and what I kind of have to go through on a day-to-day basis. Um, and I didn't really script this, so I'm kind of just gonna be going through it how things come up in my mind. And I did already take my NyQuil because I'm sick, so it might be kicking in, and I'm gonna get really tired, and my thoughts and words are gonna get sloppy. But uh, I felt like making this video. I don't even know if it's gonna be posted, to be honest. I might check it after and be like, no, I'm never gonna post this, because I was speaking like nonsense. Whatever. We'll see. Um, so the first thing I said at the very beginning of the video is that when you feel alone, or like if you are alone, I guess not in every case. Like I guess you could feel alone if you were just like sitting on your phone all day in your bed. Um, which if you clicked on this, that's probably not you. So I'm not really gonna spend too much time on that. But I guess you could be alone and not be on the right path. But I'm just thinking like more broadly, if you feel like you are alone and you are actually working and like putting in effort um toward some sort of goal that you have, you are most likely on the right path to achieving that goal. Because if you didn't feel alone, or like you were constantly around other people and you felt like you really fit in, and like you're doing the same thing that everyone else around you is doing all the time. I'm not saying like don't have friends. Obviously, I have friends. I see my friends. I actually live in Colorado, so sometimes I go to Boulder to hang out with them, and we have a good time. But like obviously, just on occasion, I'll go up there. Not very often, because I do have a lot of stuff that I need to work on. Um, which I know it's really annoying. Like I would much rather go and party in Boulder, than be watching YouTube videos on meta ads, to be honest. But there are like your life is all about choices and trade-offs. So, if by the time I'm, 20, 25, I want to have certain things, and in order to get those things, I know that I have to sacrifice some things. Um, like maybe partying every weekend for the next 4 years, like a lot of kids are gonna do. Um, but I'm getting off topic a little bit. I can feel I'm getting tired. Anyways, I'm gonna do my absolute best to stay on track this video because I feel like this is very important. Um, there are trade-offs that you have to make, depending on what your goals are, and whatever you end up deciding to trade will tell you what you value more. Um, so if you want to become a millionaire and you want to get famous on the internet, or you want to build a big personal brand, you're going to have to sacrifice some things. Like if you have big goals, you're going to have to sacrifice things that a lot of people around you are doing like, and that's just the way that it's going to be. Because if you look at how most people are going to end up in the next 10 years, they are not going to be where you want to be. And y it doesn't just, like, turn out that way. Like, if you really like, fundamentally, if you look at everything they did over the next 10 years, you'll see exactly why they ended up where they are. Assuming, like, there's no tragic accident that happened, or, like, some really, like, unfortunate circumstances, like, okay, that like, you can give those people a break. But for the average person, for majority of people, they're gonna end up somewhere where you would not wanna be in 10 years. Um, and you wouldn't be happy with that. And you can look at what they did over the next 10 years to get to where they are. Like it's just trades. They they didn't sacrifice their social life and going out and partying and hanging out with their friends all the time, every single day, or like I mean, there's a million examples, but they didn't sacrifice that to work towards something different, which is why they ended up where they are. Um, and that's kind of what brings me around to the main point, which is again what I said in the beginning of the video. If you are doing what everyone else around you is doing, assuming you're not in like some like crazy work optimized environment, like if you were in that environment, you would know that you're on the right path anyway. Like if you're around a bunch of people who are all working toward their goals and they're sacrificing their social life and drinking and drugs and partying, then you like you're on the right track. But if then in that very specific use case, like you would be on the right track and you don't feel alone because everyone around you is doing the same thing. But for the majority of people, young people I mean, it doesn't really matter wherever you are in the world. Um, I was gonna say in the US, but I actually get messages from people in, like, Europe and, Asia, uh, even in, like, the Middle East. Some guy in Africa the other day who's, like, saying, like, "Thank you for your content, like, keep making content," and stuff, and it's really amazing, so, I love doing this. This is honestly, um some days this is, like, why I keep working. It's like I need to show up for my audience, but anyways, no matter where you are in the world, if you are not if you feel like you are alone, um, and you feel like you don't exactly fit in, and you feel lonely a good amount of the time, and you are putting in effort towards something, you're not just sitting in bed all day, putting in effort, you are most likely on the right path, and you just need to keep doing what you're doing, um, for an undetermined amount of time until you get what you want, which is why entrepreneurship is so hard. I'm mainly speaking to entrepreneurs here, because if you're in college and you're, um, I don't know, getting your degree, you're gonna be around a bunch of other people who are getting your degree, and you're getting your grades. You're being told like, "Yep, good job, you graduated. Now we have next year. Now we have next year. Oh, congratulations, you have your degree." Like, there's a bunch of feedback loops along the way that you know that you're on the right path because there's people around you who are like wanting to do the same thing. But for like an entrepreneur, I have not had that experience at all. It's kind of been me in the dark, like kind of like trying to find my way around the entire time, which is what makes it so difficult, but also which is what makes it really valuable in the end, if you do make it out, which hopefully I make it out one day. Hopefully we can recreate this. Me and Alex recreate this picture right here. Hold on. See this? I'm gonna recreate this picture one day. There we go. We have the freeze frame there. Um, someone a few years in the future, please make the edit and send it to me. uh, anyways, okay, I'm getting sidetracked again. This NyQuil is making me woozy. Um, and I feel sick. Like I actually don't know why I decided to make this video today, but anyways, I don't know. I just felt like it, so I felt like I really needed to. Now where was I? I'm so lost again. Okay, I guess I could go with like why I decided to make this video. What was making me think about it? Oh, I already went over that kind of. Saying how most people who you hear about the lonely chapter about or from have already made it out. So this was me talking about the lonely chapter inside the lonely chapter. Yeah. Wow, I'm really tired. I wonder if I'm gonna post this video. I'm just gonna post it. It doesn't really matter. Uh, hmm. Do I have any more thoughts? I mean, not really. I just I'm gonna keep making these videos because I know there's some people out there who like me who I don't know feel alone and confused and frustrated and angry and all of the above. Scared as well that it's not going to work out and there's no one around you doing the same thing as you, so it's very hard to tell if you're on the right path. But you just have to have faith, and like keep pushing through. Um, like for me, I just the way that I think about it is like I don't have anything else to do. Like I don't have anything that I'd rather be doing. Like would I rather be in a college classroom like taking notes on something that I don't care about? No. So, Like, I might as well just do it. Like, if it works out, it works out, like, perfect. I achieved my goal. If it doesn't, it's like, I gave it my best. I gave it my best go. Like, I'm not gonna regret, and I don't wanna regret not trying as hard as I could. And so, if you're young entrepreneur, not even young entrepreneur, if you're just an entrepreneur, like, maybe you're watching this, you're like 45. You're like, this guy seems chill." Um, just, man, keep going. Like, you're not alone in this. There's a lot of people out there who are feeling exactly the same as you, who are like, "This is really confusing. I don't know if it's gonna work out. I don't feel like working. Like, I could be doing something else." Like, I feel you, man. I feel exactly the same. But you just have to keep going, like, truthfully. And I haven't even achieved, like, the thing yet. I've, like, brainwashed myself into thinking, like, "It's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. Like, you're gonna make it out, you're gonna make it out, you're gonna make it out. Like, it's gonna be worth it in the end. It's gonna be worth it in the end." I just You just have to keep going like that because there's honestly, I don't know, in the beginning, it's really hard because you don't have that many feedback loops and you, like, kinda suck at everything, um, which is why it's, like, the beginning is probably the hardest part, um, because when you're not getting reinforced, it's a lot harder to do something consistently, so, like, get up, work, suck at whatever you're doing, go to bed. Get up, work, suck at whatever you're doing, but be a little bit better, go to bed. And then you just gotta keep doing that for, like, years. Like, it really annoys me that Alex says it takes, like, 5 years to, like, really understand what's going on in business, but it honestly it makes sense. It is kind of annoying, though, because, um, I wouldn't I don't know, I don't wanna have to do this for 5 years to, like, have an understanding of what's going on, but I'm willing to do it. If that's what it takes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Um Wow, I feel like I'm really just jumping all over the place. You can see how my brain is functioning after, well, being sick and tired. Um, Hopefully this video's been alright. I'm just gonna post it anyway, I don't really care. Um, because I know it's gonna help some people out there. I don't care about, like, any of the hate comments or the judgment that I'm gonna get. Um, because again, if you were to look at, like, who's commenting that hateful comment on, like, a 19-year-old in their parents' basement, making a video on the lonely chapter, like, do you like, honestly, where do you think that guy's gonna end up in a few years? Like, is that guy someone you really wanna be taking criticism from? No, so I would just completely disregard it. Anyways, I'm starting to ramble. I think I got my point across. Um, and I said what I wanted to say. Um I don't know if I'm gonna cut out any of this blank space either, I might just leave it. Yeah, I think that's good. But, yeah, it's for you entrepreneurs out there, it's really hard. Um, I haven't achieved anything, I'm not telling you to do anything, I'm just talking in my mind and, like, documenting, like, how I'm thinking at this stage. Um, and that's what I'm thinking. It's really hard. Um, and you just gotta keep pushing, even though you don't know if it's gonna work out. And if you feel alone, that's usually a good sign, um, if you're putting an effort towards something. Uh, but yeah, keep crushing. Chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. Keep going. Let me know if you made it to the end, and let me know if this video was helpful or if it was just, a bunch of nonsense, like I said in the beginning. I don't know if it is. I don't know. Again, like, so don't understand why I felt like I needed to make this video, but I felt like I needed to make this video tonight. It's unfortunate that I took my NyQuil like right before this though, because it kind of made me a little woozy. Anyways, keep crushing. I love you guys. I love all of you guys who are out there supporting me, uh, sending comments and liking the videos and stuff. Like it means a lot. So thank you. Um, I'll uh, I'll see you later. I am gonna start doing more live streams. So subscribe if you want to tune into those live streams. I'm thinking I'll do it on like Friday nights or Saturday nights is gonna be, I think, when I'm thinking. I guess, I mean, leave a comment down below and when you think I should do the live streams. Say like what day you would be able to tune in. I would want to do it like in the evening. Just like kind of chill out, answer people's questions, talk with everyone in the chat. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, keep crushing. Love you guys.